Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin college. And as you know, there's only one thing that happens on college campus, and it is sexual assault. Now, we're looking to decrease the amount of that occurs on college campus, but we will not be blaming the victim. So there will be no mace, there will be no color-changing nail polish, there will be no kung fu taught to women. They're too powerful already. So instead, we will have proactive victim blaming. No women on campus. That was a lie. We're actually keeping all the men in chastity cages. If they can't get out, they can't get you. It's like a dog. You ever keep a dog in a cage? Occasionally you have to feed it or water it, or so, I don't know. I had plants growing up. But the point is, none of that. Thank you. Good Idea is a brain trust your brain can trust. It's a comedy podcast where we come up with real, actionable,
You're looking at me because you know you got it
actionable
wrong.
solutions to your real life problems.
I'm Aiden Kinsella.
I'm Bradley Berklich.
And this is Good Idea.
Wow. That was something, wasn't it? I can't get words out of my mouth correctly.
It's okay. I screw it up sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes.
That's unique. I'm unique. Thank you.
Well, is it unique if you're one half of the show?
That's a minority, maybe, is it?
No?
Is it a majority?
Intros.
Are we a majority?
Are we a majority?
Like, not together, but like separate. Like, if we're each 50%, is that a majority? Or is it...
Well, it depends on if you look at the glass half full.
Okay, well, I don't.
Okay, well then we're a minority.
Wow.
I feel oppressed.
This is cool.
Yeah, it's a new experience.
I feel like I can relate, but like, not like... enough? We need to take away my limbs.
Alright.
That will make
I have a
me,
machete in the basement.
Let's cut me down till I'm like 30% of the show.
And then I would have to be 70% of the show, so you would need to be like
we'll add
less
some
than
limbs.
half the size of me.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a prompt?
Yeah, sure.
I think we're both very tired. It's 8 a.m.
That's not even that early.
No?
No, not really.
Okay, well, I went to bed at like 12, which is pretty early for me. And I went to bed at 12 because I knew I had to get up at 7, and then I failed to get up at 7, and it was 7:36 by the time I was awake. But I was awake.
I just made a commitment to myself that I would not be low energy regardless of how much sleep I got.
Is that possible? Can you do that?
Yep. It's like, you ever like have to take a shit?
No, actually.
Okay, it feels kind of like that. But just permanently until you're sort of done.
Well, that's horrifying. Bradley, unrelated question, have you used the restroom yet this morning?
No, I've not actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm going on 4 days.
Am I picking the prompt or are you picking the prompt?
Either one of us could do it. What do you want?
I don't know what I want. Do you have one you want?
Yeah, sure. Here. Normally unsatisfying compilations. And is this by Keegan?
That is by Keegan.
It's not labeled, but it sounds like
something.
something.
It's under a bunch of things Keegan has said.
Oh, we've got sub-genres.
We have about 700 prompts from Keegan because that boy works hard. Normally unsatisfying compilations. So, I mean, you watch those like crazy satisfying compilations on the internet, right?
Yeah,
like
of course. That's what I go and do all the time. I just
watch
those.
Like the big hydraulic press smash like a can, and then it smashes like
a candle,
yeah, tennis
like
ball, candelabra, a bunch of glass,
candy,
mouth. Just talking about things it smashes. Smash Mouth.
Smash. Ah, yes.
And that joke was a real all-star.
We're sponsored.
Sponsored by Smash Mouth.
All right, welcome.
Let me tell you about Smash Mouth Box. Every month, we're going to send you a new member of Smash Mouth for
In a
like
box.
5 months.
He'll sit in your living room. Hope you have weed and some Doritos. He doesn't need to go to the bathroom.
Well, actually, Bradley, I think you might have a skewed perception on what needs to go to the bathroom.
What is
Bathroom
that? I mean, like, I
needs.
need to go to the bathroom, like, to shower, to, like, wash my hands.
Why does he not need to go to the bathroom?
He doesn't eat. This is, like, simple
Is he
math.
dead?
If it doesn't go... We'll send you... He died in shipping. You shipped a man across the country, and he died on like a UPS plane. I don't know if they're UPS planes, but they're definitely planes. I'm just picturing sort of like, is Flavor Flav a member of Smash Mouth?
Flava Flav? Yes.
Okay, I'm just picturing.
He was their rap guy. He did all the rap for
I'm
Smash Mouth.
clearly not thinking of the right person. I always no. You know where I'm going with this? I always think that guy who does
Guy Fieri?
I always think Guy Fieri's a member of Smash Mouth.
Okay,
and
but
then
do
I
you know who
associate
Flava Flav
Guy
is?
Fieri with Flava
Why?
Flav. Because
Why
I
do
just
you-
know Guy Fieri does something with food.
Flava Flav does nothing with food.
Yeah, but his name is Flava Flav.
Bradley, you are
flavorful food.
no. Flava Flav is like you craving his wave, right?
Now you're gonna tell me Flow Rider's not an energy drink sponsor. I just don't.
Flow Rider?
Yeah.
Who is Flow Rider?
Like the guy who rides the energy
Flow?
drink Flow. Yeah.
That's
It's Mountain Dew. I'm riding the Flow.
so we've gone very off course.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. No.
Flow Rider is not a rapper. Flow Rida, as in Florida, but different.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Like the state?
Like the state.
So I could be Illinois?
You could be Illinois.
No one would respect me though.
If I were gonna do a state-based rap name, I think I'd do Ohio.
That sucks. What were we talking about?
Normally unsatisfying compilations.
Alright, so, cringe? Is it like cringe compilations? Cause
No, those people like those though. I feel
yeah,
like.
but there's unsatisfying.
they're
no,
but they are satisfying because people wouldn't watch them if they didn't satisfy some sort of need.
Okay.
And this is
fair.
normally unsatisfying compilations, so it's unsatisfying like most of the time.
Maybe it's just like watching a person get hit in the head with a brick repeatedly. Like, I wouldn't want to watch that. Like, that's unpleasant.
Bradley, that's you. And I wouldn't want to watch that either. But like,
there are people
look at
whose
America. That's like 99% of entertainment actually in this country. I feel like. Have you ever seen British lads hit each other with chair?
You
You showed me that video, Bradley.
Yeah, but they're doing it like to each other, and there's something vaguely homoerotic about it. So it's just
Vaguely?
extremely. So it's just kind of like it's that video is not so much like just gore as it is. It's a mystery.
It's beautiful.
Waiting to be solved. You're like, who are these lads? Why are they hitting each other with a chair? Why does that one immediately pick up like a cigarette off the ground? The other one has discarded and smoke it. Why do they kiss?
Well, that's actually very explicable. They're probably gay.
Yeah, but where did these Gopnik ass like fucking Russian people come from? And
I don't think they're Russian. They're
Well,
British, Bradley.
I know, but
it's in the name.
it's sort of very hard to tell between the distinction between sort of like the British sort of tracksuit wearing paraphernalia people and the Russian ones, and if it's sort of in a similarly destitute place of England as it is Russia, then it's very hard to tell. Like if they're both in like some scrapyard, I wouldn't be able to tell like the Russian people and the English people apart.
I like that it is the scrapyard because that's extremely specific for a it's not necessary for it to be specific for this example. Yeah, I guess, other than the fact that the title of the video is British lads hit each other with chair. They do have English accents.
Do we hear them speak? I thought they just sort of...
No, they definitely
nonverbal.
talk. No, they definitely talk. It is
Okay.
not nonverbal communication. So I think this compilation would have to be something that it's not disgusting or upsetting, because that seems to fulfill something for people.
It's bland.
It's just, I think it's just
The
videos
color
of paint
beige.
drying.
Wait, videos of paint drying?
Yeah.
Videos of beige paint
No,
drying.
people would watch that.
People already do. Fuck, what is something you could put on the internet and
That
nobody
no one
would
would
watch?
Our podcast, am I right? It's funny to be self-deprecating.
Yes.
And to act like no one listens to our show.
Thank you for
Jared.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to our show.
Thank you for
fellow
listening
teens.
to our show. I'm not trying to imply that you don't exist. I was just doing a fun...
We actually know you exist. We would stop doing it if you didn't.
That's a very good point.
Yes.
We do it for the fame, baby.
You do it for famous. You'll see us in real life and you'll know who we are. Please don't put that on the mic.
I didn't.
Okay.
I almost did.
You almost did.
I almost put that on the mic.
Aiden almost put a magic card
Well, no.
sleeve.
Just the sleeve.
Just the sleeve. Magic card sleeve on the mic.
I did, but then I didn't because I was like, well, I would get very angry with Bradley if Bradley did that. So I better. So yeah, I think there's actually
Why could
Keegan.
you-
This prompt doesn't work because
I don't
there's
think you
nothing
could
you can
put-
put on the internet that people won't be satisfied watching.
What's like the least watched video on YouTube? Can I just look that up? There's got to be something with 0 views. Let's see if I can find something.
It's just a compilation of all the shitty YouTube videos that like people make that no one watches.
Maybe it's like there's like some, kid out there like just producing like
Yeah, but people love to watch that.
what? Oh my god, we gotta there's like something.
No.
Anything?
I think the thesis of this prompt is that there's nothing you can put on the internet that people won't be entertained by.
Nothing? There's just some shit that's bad.
I didn't say it was good.
Yeah, but like there's some like shared consensus that things are bad.
Mm-hmm. And you know that Timmy Ironic over here is going to be like, hey, Joe, come look at this funny, bad video.
Timmy Ironic.
Timmy Ironic.
I have friends like that. So this is something called the least watched video on YouTube, and it has 12,435 views, and it's a video of a dog running with the caption "No, Batman." And I don't think it's the least watched video on YouTube.
I get it. I know what to do.
What?
We make the videos clickbait titles, but then it's just clickbait.
Maybe we just show
That's
them
just what clickbait is.
Maybe it's reverse clickbait. This video is so shitty, you don't see a woman adopt 10 children in it.
And then,
A
what
man
you see
doesn't
in the
eat
video?
his own finger.
You know what you see in the video?
What?
A woman adopts 10 children.
No, it can't be. It's got to be like in the thumbnail. It's got to say this is 1.5 seconds of blackness on the screen. Like nothing here sucks ass.
And then it's actually Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill full movie.
That's a good YouTube video.
It's a really good YouTube video.
Y'all look up Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill. I like the idea that there's just nothing you can put on YouTube that people won't watch.
Yeah, I think it is that one, huh?
Here, why don't you pick one?
Okay, well, my mommy has an idea. My mommy says we should be employing pigeons as messengers again.
Well, you see, that worked, but the last time we tried it was like World War I, and we shot them all out of cannons as sort of artillery.
Well, there's that, and there's also we put pigeons in missiles and just sort of had them guide the missiles.
Yeah, I
which
remember
is
that.
very, very good.
And very, very true. Look it up. So strange.
The project got abandoned, unfortunately, but it's extremely good.
Where are your vegans now? They don't care that we put pigeons in nuclear missiles.
They were not nuclear.
Pigeon nuclears.
No.
I was reading some old style like Cold War stuff, and it's like the early days of the Cold War were insane because there were these planes equipped with air to ground untargeted like actual nuclear missiles, like being shot, not just dropped, like shot, and it's like that's insane. Like they were trying to have air combat with nuclear missiles. like not even like untargeted. Like one scientist on that project just had to go, "Hey, this is a bad idea," but they made the thing. There's like models of it.
Well, that's kind of fun.
It's like alternate dimension shit is what it is. Like, I cannot imagine anyone sane ever making that.
Oh. Everyone evacuate Earth. We've irradiated the sky.
Where are we going? We can't get through the sky.
Shit.
Mineshaft gap. Like, but just like even if you had the precision, if you managed to hit your sparring partner with a nuclear missile, you don't. Every problem you have ceases to exist because you're just dead.
We employ pigeons as messengers again. First of all, shit everywhere.
That's fair. Do they work in the mail office? Because I think old style messenger pigeons, they're cool, but what we really need, some government employees.
I agree. I think there's definitely something to that. I think there's also something to the fact that pigeons are just inherently funny.
And they're even funnier when you imagine them in a tiny hat, a tiny postman uniform.
Yeah, that's fun. Or what if I like that and we can explore it further, but I was also thinking we could hold on to the pigeons and they would just be our phones and you just put them in your pocket. And then you take them out and then you push on them and make them make loud noises. And the message that they convey is and that's
concise.
It's very concise.
You know exactly what's happening.
It's like a car horn.
I was in Chicago yesterday, and I very nearly caught a pigeon.
Yeah?
This was not intentional, but I was sitting on a bench, and he came up to go between my legs to eat some food, and my instinctive reaction was shut the legs. So I very briefly, at the intersection of LaSalle and I forgot the other street.
LaSalle too.
It starts with a W. I think right outside Goddess and the Baker. Just had sort of a pigeon between my legs.
That's fun.
And was being looked at very strangely by a young hip businessman who you could tell was both of those things because of his funny socks.
Yeah.
But that was kind of my moment of triumph.
It really do be that way sometimes.
Sometimes.
Pigeons. I remember in Italy, I think those were pigeons, and I think it was you who offered up $5 to anyone who could bring you a pigeon.
we were in the Venetian Square, the famous, it was like St. Marco Square, and it was like, everyone's like, oh, the pigeons, because it's famous for pigeons or whatever, and I said, it was just $5 to whoever can bring me a pigeon.
And so I chased pigeons around Venice for about 4 hours. Even when Bradley was no longer part of my traveling group, I was with Cam and Jared and whatnot. We're just walking through Venice. All
tourists are bastards.
All tourists are bastards. We got a great picture of Jared under a sign that said "All tourists are bastards." It was very funny. And I didn't actually try to catch any, but I got very close. And I think if I wanted to, if I had wanted to, I could have caught a pigeon because they don't really go anywhere. They're just kind of there.
They just bob around a little bit
because they're so used to having people everywhere.
Well, I mean, can the pigeons because I read somewhere that pigeons are they're becoming sort of like chickens where they can't really fly anymore. They just sort of waltz around the ground.
Well, I mean,
because if there's any pigeons on Venice, those pigeons won't be able to leave once that evolution ends.
Well, then there'll be a new species of pigeon. There'll be the Venetian ground pigeon at that point, because they'll no longer be able to mate with other members of the species.
That's a good point. The Venetian has to take the boat pigeon.
What?
The Venetian has to take the boat pigeon. The Venetian relies on public transportation pigeon.
I forgot. The pigeons are just public service now.
Yeah.
So that's not even just in America, just all over the world. We're talking pigeon government. Birdseed everywhere.
Birdseed everywhere.
The whole world's your toilet now.
That's fun. Do they still millet?
Explain.
That's a thing you would feed a bird. We had a bird growing up. His name was High Tech, named after a company in the 1960s called High Tech something or other. He was alive when it was conceived. That bird was old, and then it died. But before that, it actually would do this fun thing where whenever we unloaded the dishwasher, it would run underneath the lid and would just sit under there. So sometimes, if you missed it when it ran under, when you close the dishwasher back up, you got a nice bird surprise.
It's a clean pigeon.
Welcome to it's high tech underneath the dishwasher, and then if you were really lucky, you could kick them all the way across the room.
Birds. Yay,
Birds.
Yay, birds. I thought you were abbreviating the word military.
Oh.
Do they millet?
Do they still like millet?
Bird military. Oh, wait, we already talked about that one. They just guide missiles.
Wow.
It'd be great.
They make humans do it now.
Oh, that's good.
They're smarter.
The humans are stronger than us. Faster.
Let's move on to a different prompt.
Please.
Have we done Make a Planet from scratch?
No.
Alright. Well, let's start off this bitch round.
This bitch round? Okay.
Okay. So we got that going for us.
Alright. I know nothing about outer space. Cold? Let's make this planet cold.
Okay, like Hoth?
Like Hoth, sure.
So, okay, cold. Cool.
No, cold.
Cold. What did I say?
You said cool.
Okay, cold.
It's very specifically cold.
Cold. Okay, got it. That's cool. Got it.
The look I just gave Bradley.
It was just not be able to be transcribed over audio. For multiple reasons. And then, do we want animals on? Like, I know it's cold. Like, is it snowy or is it just cold?
It's just cold.
Okay, so like perfectly normal like terrain. No
terrain.
moisture. No terrain. Okay. So
it's round and cold.
Round and cold.
There's
so
no
is it
terrain.
like a big marble just in space?
Nope, that's terrain.
You are making the absence of a planet that's round.
Mm-hmm.
A black hole.
Yep.
Your planet is... Okay, that's not an absence of anything. That's an excess of many things.
Then it's not a black hole. What is it?
It's fucking nothing. You're just making space. Maybe it's like an ultimate vacuum. Like people say space is like the ultimate vacuum, but there's atoms and shit floating around in there. You'll know. It's just... But this is just that one thing where
if you go into it?
No, you can't. Maybe atoms just hit the surface of it and it just bounces off. Like,
well, that's terrain.
Hold on. It's not terrain. It's they just don't go near it. Like it's they're repelled away from it, like by some sort of field.
I still think that's terrain. A field is terrain.
No, it's no. Okay, not the field I'm talking about.
Okay.
I didn't say meadow. I said field. So like maybe electric or magnetic or something. So like on something on the quantum scale. Maybe you get some strings in there.
Nope,
Make
that's
yourself
stuff,
a
and then
theory?
there's things in it.
Okay, well maybe the things just don't go there. That it's magic.
It's magic, yeah. Nothing there.
Did I ever tell you about I had growing up therapy and I used this thing called Feldon Cross, which is essentially massages to align your chakras.
You did tell me about this, but I think this is worth repeating.
Did I?
I believe so.
Okay, so it's essentially it's that thing where you would like this woman whose name was Miss Peff. And she was also a ballet star, would just come up and she would like massage my feet and then my head, and then that would supposedly, I say align my chakras, what I really mean is it would sort of like help me get a better sense of where my body was in space so I wouldn't run into walls so much, because I did that often because I just didn't sort of understand my corporeal form as it was. And then one time she said she played a game with a kid and it was just like a speaking game. It was how to make a pig fly.
Okay.
So Aiden, how do you make a pig fly?
Put it on the ground. Nope, that's not right.
You're starting in the wrong place, so let's try again.
Okay. So we're gonna take the pig underwater. Nope. Hold on. Sky.
How do you get a pig to fly?
We need to bring it up into the air.
That's you bringing it up into the air. That's not the pig.
That's well. Okay.
How do you get a pig to fly?
Can we be loose with the definition of the word fly?
No.
Okay, well, then what we're going to need to do first is we're going to need to put some pig bait. Yeah, pig bait. I like that. We're going to need to put some pig bait up.
Okay, so
I have an idea.
But
Be patient with me.
But that's you tricking the pig.
Uh-huh.
It's not doing it of its own volition. It isn't. It's not setting out to fly.
Okay, well, it is at that point because it is setting out to fly to get the thing. That's how evolution works. You know, we grow wings.
You've entrapped it. You have given the thing a motive. You are not to interfere.
Well, okay,
how do you get a pig to fly?
But the way evolution works is that when we see things that we want, like I would grow wings if I needed to grow wings to get food. That's how evolution works. Science.
Audience, this very brief bit of frustration Aiden is experiencing is, imagine that stretched out into an hour. And the answer is, after the first session is what I found out, is you use your imagination. Which I eventually stumbled upon as sort of this last ditch sort of, I'm like, I don't know then, you use your imagination. And she's like, oh, you're right. And it was really sort of frustrating.
That's garbage, man.
That's garbage, man. But it was kind of a good and interesting lesson.
Is it?
Yeah, is it? It's definitely an interesting thought experiment.
Sure, but you were just kind of tortured.
I liked it.
At that point, you're still the agent that's causing the pig to fly by the argument you were using previously. So...
It's up here. It's
but
happening.
Then you're doing it. And that's not a pig. Have you ever seen that picture? This is not a pipe. I think you explained that picture to me.
Yes.
An image of something is not that thing.
Yes.
So the pig is not flying.
It's real in your head.
No.
Yeah.
This is not a flying pig.
I will stand by the wisdom of Miss Peff of the New York Metropolitan Ballet.
See, I just don't know that I trust this Miss Peff woman because she sounds not the most intelligent.
She was extremely intelligent. She was a great person.
But you don't get a pig to fly by using your imagination. That's not real.
Aiden?
What?
I was 8.
Okay.
Give it a rest.
I don't like it. I think I don't like her because you told me she tried to align your chakras.
But that is also the only reason that bubble thing works. You use your imagination.
That implies that it really works.
It's working right now in my head. It is, yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. No, that's fair. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. You can...
did I just do that one? You did that one.
We could, hang out later. I don't know.
I'm down.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the episode. I'm kidding.
Okay.
What is the thing that we do now? I'm on the wrong prompts list.
Oh, well, I'll pick one.
Okay.
Make scheduling easier. I think this is Keegan. I suffer this problem a lot. We have very hard time sort of wrangling our friends into usable situations and places. Is there a way we can keep them, on tap?
Okay, well...
Sort of just maybe in a cage.
I was kind of thinking exactly the same thing when you said, is there a way we can get them easier?
Yes.
And I was going to say you're not going to like this, but it seems like we're on the same page.
Yeah, so. No, I'm thinking whenever...
Friend cage?
Friend cage.
Friend cage. Hi, welcome to Friend cage.
If you need a buddy, put him in a box.
Smash mouth.
Smash mouth. That's kind of fun. I mean, because, scheduling is already so hard. You just, the logistics to work out, where people are is so difficult. So what you really need is you just eliminate one of those things. You get your friend in a cage and you go, hey, what time works for you? And they go, oh, no, I'm busy right now. Doing what? I'm in a cage. Well, when are you going to be not in a cage? I don't know. When are you going to let me out? So when does that work for you? And then for an hour... Mm-hmm. Because you let them out of the cage.
They're inefficient.
They're no longer busy.
Can I recommend another idea, which is just eliminate the aspect of where they are and just sort of enter a limbo-like state in which you are nowhere.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cell phones. To just eliminate the concept of where they are. Just hang out over the telephone.
Well, that's fine and good, but like...
You want to enter L space with your friends?
I want to enter L space with my friends, Bradley.
Okay, that's fun.
That's very good.
Sort of just... Right into the void?
Vorp. Hey, Bradley.
Yeah.
Vorp.
Hey, let's hang out. When are you free? Oh, I'm free right now. Come on. Let's go.
Vorp.
This is cool. I like how we're floating in the infinite blackness.
It's very, very humbling.
We've entered the yonic void.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That is very fun. Is there like a dairy dream in the...
No.
Okay.
There is nothing.
Could we go like out for smoothies?
This is that planet we made.
Could we get like...
No.
I don't know. Could we like see a movie?
No. That's the thing. You can't even bring like your body or your clothes.
It's just your mind.
It's just your mind.
Your conscious thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun. So you're just sort of chilling there.
I like to keep all my thoughts conscious.
That's good. That's a good policy.
Yeah.
Hey kids, don't rape.
Hey kids, keep your thoughts conscious.
Hey kids, hey kids, keep your thoughts conscious. If she's not responding, she's not gonna respond well to you sticking your penis in her. I learned that from the documentary The Hunting Grounds, out now, CNN. We're sponsored again. It's been good. It's been a good couple months.
It has. I learned that from Tea and Consent, the best video ever made.
Have we talked about the fact that I don't know if Lake Forest College has sort of like that like
it has a thing.
That thing.
I haven't done it.
Kenyon does not.
Why does Kenyon not?
I
Bradley?
don't know. Honest to God,
I think you do know. I think you actually pointed out to me exactly why you thought it didn't have one.
I literally forgot, but you tell me.
You said because everyone there is just such a big nerd that
Oh, I did say that.
that Kenyon doesn't think it's necessary.
Nobody's getting any. But then you got some incels sort of like boiled up in a joint, and you're like, oh, they're prone to violence? Is it violent?
No.
But yeah, because then like the whole pot boils over, and you got like nerd freaks. That's when you gotta watch out.
Have you seen American Pie?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, I've not seen American Pie.
I know.
Is it that's the song, right?
It is a good song, but no, I'm referring to the whole thing, that the thesis of American Pie about the nerd girl being like a huge freak, like sexually speaking.
The thesis?
The thesis of American Pie.
You don't get to call that a thesis.
Well, I actually took English class, so I think I can do whatever I want.
That's a good point.
That's the rules. If you take English class, then all the words that you use are correct.
Really?
Yeah. Vorp. Hey.
All right.
Brad, what are you doing later?
What am I doing later? Today?
Yeah.
I've got a job.
I have work too, but, we could just like...
Vorp?
You think that we'll start...
I'm just kind of imagining two guys just sort of like telepathically, like one's just chilling at his like job at like the frozen yogurt shop, and the other one's, like out mowing a lawn, and they're just like, hey, want to hang out? Like over the telepathic.
The one guy gets run over by his lawnmower as his body crumples to the ground. I like this too because there's no reason that our consciousnesses would be able to communicate with each other while inside the void. They just hang out.
They just chill. Like you sort of like, hey, what's up?
You can't even do that.
I brought my Xbox.
Nope, you can't even talk. It's just
we don't have hands.
It's just vorp, and then that's it. I think it's just like sleeping.
I wish I was narcoleptic.
Yeah?
Yeah. Then I'd get those hours in.
It'd be useful.
I'd be well rested permanently.
You would be permanently well rested.
Do you dream?
Occasionally. Yeah.
Of what? Does Aiden dream of Aiden shapes sheep?
Do robots dream of electric sheep?
You messed that one up a little bit. I'll give you one more try.
Do electric sheep?
Nope. Let's try it. The robots is not the right word.
Do sheep dream?
No, okay. Well, I'll give. You know what? I'm being generous today. Let's give you a fourth try.
Do computers dream of electric sheep?
All right, we're done here.
Who dreams of electric sheep?
It's androids. Yeah. Have you read that? It's by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, of course I haven't read that.
You haven't?
No.
All right. Well,
No, I only have
book.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Aiden's now counting his
9,
books.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, really, I have about 13 books.
That's at least the entire Percy Jackson series. I
wasn't counting that.
They
Where
don't
is
count.
that?
They're sort of like more like.
Those are not there.
What are those?
The Dungeons and Dragons Advanced D&D
No. I'm
books.
sorry. I was counting all the copies of the West Wing seasons you have.
They are the same colors, huh?
Yes. And the Lord of the Rings movies.
What's up, Daddy?
Not much. How we doing?
I'm very tired.
We should sleep more.
That's good advice.
Advice of the day.
That's the advice of the day I receive pretty much every day.
Yeah. We should sleep more.
I know.
Do you need me to move my car? Yeah.
we do.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We've restarted. I have a mace now.
You have a mace. Oh boy.
Yes. This is I'm kind of a sucker for medieval weaponry, so I was really glad when you just had this available.
Well, yeah, I have swords too.
Why do you have so much like?
Medieval weaponry?
Yeah, like what's up with that?
All right, let me tell you about my dark times.
Okay.
So, back in the 1600s, I was but a pauper. And I wanted change. And so I was like, yo, local blacksmith.
Make me an Enforce Nerf mace. Make that shit foam, baby.
Well, like, that way I wouldn't hurt anybody.
That's good. You can sort of like wail on your lord without really sort of. You're like, fair compensation, less taxing. Nerf mace to the face. Boom.
It's like that scene in Arrested Development where the one guy has a gun and then it's like, that's the Constitution. Read it. And it just shoots out one of those little like paper rolls and it just unfurls. But everyone thinks it's going to be a real
I
gun.
love that. In what context is that used?
He's fighting for gun rights,
Okay.
but it looks like he has a real gun.
I love that. That's actually really fun.
It's like that.
Yes. Good for you, man.
Oh,
Get those gun
boy.
rights.
What is an actionable way to pay your student debt? I'm thinking we just sort of role play this one. So I'll be the college.
Okay, sure.
Or
Yeah.
no, I'll be the bank.
Okay, sure.
Hello, young man. I am the bank. You owe me $400,000.
Hey, yeah, I have it here in this brown paper bag.
May I see the
Yeah, sure.
money,
Here you go.
please?
He opens it and it's real money.
This is $2.
It's real money, $4,000.
This is
$400,000.
This is a $2 bill.
I only pay a $2. It's one payment at a time.
This is one $2 bill.
it's a full
Well,
installment.
you're going to owe me way more than this in interest for the month. So this is a bad installment.
The real way to get out of debt is don't accrue it, I tell the banker.
You have solved my debt puzzle. You are free to go. Make sure you learn from this. Your debt has been waived.
Heck yeah. That's my best advice. Frankly, I know that's not an option for not most people. I guess most
That was
people.
from Keegan also.
For people who want to go to college, which sucks.
Or you could become a doctor or a lawyer or a doctor.
A doctor, lawyer, an
Or
engineer.
a doctor lawyer. Or a doctor lawyer engineer. Where you engineer doctor lawyers. Dr. Light created the 8 super robots to destroy Mega Man. Nope, that's not right. They were all doctor lawyers, and Mega Man was swamped in legal fees until he no longer was able to operate, and everything he owned was foreclosed by the
Repossessed.
government.
They foreclosed his car.
They foreclosed his car. Yes.
It's like 2008 all over again.
Oh no. I guess if you live in like a mobile home, they kind of foreclose your car. like, Mega Man, he was always driving around in that RV. That was like the main thing in the video games.
Kept making mess on the back of it. Like, I don't know. Mega Man got weird towards the end of it. I don't know what was happening in that.
It's a good prompt. It's a really good prompt.
It is great. Yeah.
This is a $2 bill.
I started this thing where I tell people I only pay in $2 bills because at the front of my wallet I just have 8 $2 bills, and people are like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, I only pay in $2 bills." And I'm like, "Why?" And it's just I keep the economy stimulated. And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, you
like,
stimulate.
Did you take economics?
They're more rare, so they're worth more than $2. So every time I spend a $2 bill, I'm injecting more money into the economy than I would otherwise. I've seen those Walmart cashiers pocket that $2 bill and then put 2 $1 bills in its place. I've seen that happen with my own 2 eyes.
Yikes.
They think that's rare, but I'm the winner here. Welcome to Financial Stimulus with Bradley Berklich. Today, injecting money into the economy, but only in $2 bills.
I would love a financial stimulus.
That sounds vaguely dirty.
Yes.
From the banker.
Yes, of course. Please stimulate me financially.
Mr. Baker?
Oh, thank you for the $2. Here, you can have it back. I don't need this. I'm rich.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So the back of the $2 bill has, it just says the Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence.
I can't fucking speak. It says the Declaration of Independence on the back of it. There's John Hancock, William Henry Harrison, Gerald Ford, the gang's all here.
The gang's all here. You want to do one more prompt real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this isn't a prompt on our list, but have I talked to you about my oxygen vaping idea?
Is this like an oxygen bar?
What is an oxygen bar?
It's one of those places in the city where you can go and you can just get flavored oxygen.
No, there's no flavor. Well, actually, we could flavor it.
There's an Asian woman there, and she hands you a like a tube.
I would think it would be like one of those CO2 canisters that you put in an airsoft gun.
That sounds...
It looks like a Whippet.
That's a Whippet. We've talked about our Whippet adventure. It was one, and we just found it in a parking lot.
And then we whipped it.
And then I took it home. My dad was mad at me because I just thought it was for like a confetti cannon, which we also use at the school.
Yeah, no, it's basically an oxygen whippet is what I'm suggesting. And you just sort of whip it, and then it's oxygen in your lungs, but it's a higher concentration than the oxygen in the regular air.
We haven't talked about oxygen bars before?
No.
It's like this weird fucking Blade Runner shit where you can literally go and get like flavored oxygen.
Okay, well, that's fun. It doesn't look as
high tech.
As high tech as I was expecting.
I think that picture's from 1990, which explains why the oxygen at the oxygen bar is held in this sort of like gray plastic chunky device that sort of looks like one of those initial laptop computers.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that that sushi place we went to with the really, really high-tech American Psycho vibe at Homecoming?
I do remember that.
Like, just blue flashing lights, like, everywhere. It was extremely good.
That was a half knife club, half sushi night.
Knife Club.
That was
Have you seen Knife Club?
Oh, my
starring,
God.
I think, Brad Pitt?
Don't talk about Knife Club.
First rule of Knife Club: please don't stab anyone. That's not what we're here for.
First rule of Knife Club: don't run.
Continue.
What was I saying? Oh, it was half nightclub. The bottom floor of it was this huge dance floor that we just didn't get to see. I think
we saw it, just that we weren't on it. And
yeah.
The music literally sounded like the music from the American Psycho musical,
which is to say 1980s, and it makes you feel like someone's coming to kill you.
Yeah. No, it was great though. And I imagine that the oxygen bar would look like that.
Yeah.
Which is fun. But no, I'm serious. Oxygen whippets. So you just whip it. It has a higher concentration of oxygen, like percent ratio of oxygen to air in it than the rest of the air. And I believe, I don't know the exact science on this, but when people are oxygen deficient, they're given oxygen masks that give them a higher concentration of oxygen than you get with regular air. And oxygen deficient people report feeling like their mind all of a sudden goes from super foggy to crystal clear, like more than ever is normal.
That's really cool.
just like they think super sharply and everything, and their senses are better and stuff. So oxygen whippets.
Oxygen whippets are
You just
good.
do them, and it's like it's not bad for you. It's oxygen,
and you just sort of like,
and you just whip it, and it's like the limitless pill.
yes. I want to show you a photo of an oxygen bar that is horrifying. And it's only the second photo when you Google oxygen bars, so just look this up real quick.
Just look up oxygen bar,
And it's three girls who look like they're about sort of like high school, eighth grade, like
about to get turned on some
about to get turned on some
virgin
oxygen.
berry.
There's like 4 Ermenhar Flash. How do you pronounce that? Ermelin? I never heard it out loud. I just saw it read.
I don't know.
I just read it, saw it on paper, and they're all different colors. It's really horrifying because it's they have going up into their nose like a nasal cannula.
It does just kind of look like they're about to get their wisdom teeth out.
It looks like they're like in surgery or they're like dying. Maybe I don't like.
But they're dressed like they're about to go to the beach,
Yeah.
and they're standing up.
Like it's a freaky ass fuck. It's like,
But it does look like they might die if they get separated from their oxygen
Yeah.
flask.
like, and here's a picture of them at people like a business meeting with like the nasal cannula in, and it's like, what on earth? Oxygen bars are so strange, and I do not like them at all.
No, that's kind of upsetting, but I also love it because it is exactly what I was talking
I think
about.
a whippet is actually more pleasing, frankly. Like it's like just easier to do. Like, just
I don't know if that's how you do whippets.
I don't know how do you do.
I don't know how you do whippets. That's what I'm saying. I think you might put it in your ear and you push a button and it goes. And, oh wait, no, my eardrum has been ruptured.
Definitely a nose or a mouth thing, Aiden.
I know, I just ruptured my eardrum. Oops. But I gotta whip it in.
I gotta whip it.
Gotta whip it.
Oh, look at this one. This oxygen bar is underwater.
Well, that actually is kind of fun.
That's actually really kind of fucking cool.
That's kind of good. Okay.
There's like tables and shit underwater to stand around. Like, I don't know how you're gonna talk to anyone. You're underwater.
You don't. It's Vorp.
They're like mingling. It looks like a social conference, but it's just underwater, and there's like these high glass tables. It's fucked. We've entered a hell universe.
We've entered a hell universe.
It feels like the future. I've talked about how it feels like the future.
It is the future.
Everything past like 19 something. I think like 1950. Everything past 1950 is just the future. Mm-hmm. Or like maybe 1970. I don't remember, one of those two.
That is the past.
No, but like in terms of technological development, everything we thought we were gonna have was just the future. Like, I'm very conscious now of knowing that I'm living in the future, because this computer shit. Like, this is not base level America. Like, base level America did not start out with this. If you want base America, you're going back to, like, 1950s. That's, like, what I think of when I think of classic America. And everything past that is the future.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that point keeps moving up, but I think if you look at it with that lens, we are totally living in the future. Like, this phone shit, what's up with that?
I feel like we're at the point, though, like, too, where the technology we make up for media, for sci-fi, has just become, like, space and lasers, because most of it's just stuff we have.
Yeah, it is kind of. It's like, going to make a computer that can put a person on the moon. Oh, we did that, like, 50 years ago?
Shit!
Oh, damn.
What if we had video call? No.
No. How about, okay, imagine you could record things on a magnetic tape.
I like that one.
Okay, that's good.
What if there was like a hallway that would shoot smoke out at people who walked through it as like a defense mechanism, and it would follow them through the hallway, just so they couldn't like escape?
You mean like an exterminator?
I mean like the school anti-school shooter defense system that they just sell now.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing. Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool, honestly.
It's very cool. My point, though, is that it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie that you'd see in the hallways, the corridors of a Star Trek ship.
Yeah, it does.
Is what it sounds like. And it's just, we don't have new things anymore, because it's all just, this is all the new things. So the new things are coming out real time.
Yeah.
Sci-fi can't keep up with real innovation.
It cannot. That's
do they
cool,
even
though.
make sci-fi anymore, or do they just reboot old sci-fi stuff?
I'm sure they make new. Looper was new sci-fi. That's like time travel, I think.
Looper's not new.
It's not.
No.
Is it a reboot?
Well, no, but it's not like 2018.
It's like from like 2008. I think actually
2012.
2012. Oh, that's the same. It's like 4 years different.
Yeah, that's 6 years ago.
Sci-fi.
That's the only new sci-fi film that's ever come out.
I guess they just don't make it anymore. It's just not good enough. I mean, they're probably now they're about like I guess all those themes have kind of been explored.
Yeah, and now we're just gonna walk right into them.
Yeah, we are kind of.
You ready for 1984?
We did that one already.
I know. We're gonna do it again.
We're gonna do it again.
You ready for 1984?
We had it like 40 years ago. We had 1984.
No, I'm talking about, what I'm saying is that 1984.
But they just didn't think about Margaret Thatcher. Oh, I'm thinking of 1985. Never mind.
Okay.
That's an Anthony Burgess book, and I feel like a dumbass.
Yeah, you know.
I really do be that way
You
sometimes.
really do be that way
Can
sometimes.
I end the episode?
I beg of you. 9:18, boys.
9:18, boys.
It's that light up time.
Vorp.
I feel crystal clear.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So, Aiden, what was your favorite idea of the episode?
I really liked Vorp.
Vorp was pretty good, honestly. The seamless void where you can hang out.
Well, you can
Maybe.
just hang out.
You
don't know.
You can only hang out.
You can only hang out. You can just chill.
Can we go back to my place? Nah,
No.
It's just
Dude, we're Vorping today.
we're warping. I liked oxygen whippets.
Thank you.
It was fun.
I'm glad, because I've been thinking about that for such a
Sounds
long
like kind
time.
of a fun concept.
I really like it.
It is the limitless pill. That's kind of neat.
It is just kind of the limitless pill, huh?
And do you have any pick of the week?
Pick of the week. Did I do anything this week? You know what? I love Dungeons and Dragons, as you guys know. I have listened to a lot of episodes of The Adventure Zone in the last couple days. That's a podcast by the McElroy brothers and their daddy. I'm a big fan of them, personally, and they inspired me to do this show. They're funny, and so check out The Adventure Zone, because that's a show that is a huge inspiration. I think you'll enjoy it. It's funny. Pick
All
of the
right.
week.
Currently, I was listening to the song All Night by Chance the Rapper. I think it's good. I enjoyed the song. That's my pick of the week.
Which song were you listening to all night?
All Night. The one that's called All Night. It's by Chance the Rapper.
Oh, God. Every time.
Every time I get you with that.
You always get me with that.
Ah,
Shit.
nuts.
So we have places you can reach us. If you want to send us some prompts, like the people who sent us prompts this episode, hopefully for us to record when we're a little bit more awake, you can do that in all sorts of places. Our Facebook group is Good Idea Podcast. Our Twitter is @GoodIdeaCast. Our Gmail is goodideapodcast@gmail.com. Our Tumblr is @GoodIdeaCast, and so is our Instagram. If you like the show, or, this episode or one of the other episodes, share an episode you liked with somebody, and give us a review, or both. We have no advertising budget, so word of mouth is a really great way for us to grow the show. And if you like something, it's always good to share it with people you think might like it too, because then you're spreading joy and enjoyment, and it makes us happy and it makes you happy. Places you can find us: iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, Libsyn. You can find us on all those places, and so can your friends. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for listening. We love you very much. And that was Good Idea. Vorp. We're done here. Baby wipes, if you put them on a baby, actually it cleans the baby up and the baby disappears.
Like Magic Eraser.
It's like a magic eraser.
But for children.
But for babies. Infants.
So before you click that, I'm going to have you put that bit at the end. And we need to do best idea of the episode and pick of the week. I'm just going to have you sort of cut that and just put that at the end. I was going to interrupt, but I figured it would work more seamlessly if you just did that.